January 20th, here in Southern Ontario, Canada. I do enjoy a good fictional read. So I time warped forward a couple of months into the future, picked up a book, and, well, you can't bring them back with you. I stayed in the fictional future library and read it. Here's the story outline. On December 28th, when Parliament was closed in Canada, there was a memo from our Minister of Public Not Safety, Marco Pinocchio Mendicino, to or fro from the Federal Department of Procurement. Oh, sorry, I'm trying to train that to be reflexive. The Department of Federal Procurement. Yeah, see, it's almost instinctive now. Department of Federal Procurement. That they would use the province of Prince Edward Island as a pilot project under Bill C21 to go confiscate, buy back. Well, nobody's sure whether they're going to pay anything for them or not, but you know the items I'm talking about. There's 6,000 some odd items, apparently, according to the government, registered in Prince Edward Island. So, now Marco got delayed with his plan to start the test project because no one would take the government bid to go procure those here formerly legal items. The Prince Edward Islands and all the Canadians, of course, under the Bill of Rights, had the right to own them, but that changed because Trudeau said so. So anyways, in this fictional story, Marco rounds up some outside third-party sources. No one quite knew in the book who they were, but they were dressed in green, same as they were in Ottawa just over a year prior, when the Emergencies Act was enacted to squash a legal gathering and peaceful protest. But anyways, in the fictional book, the men in green, not many of them spoke French or English, but didn't matter. Marco had some interpreters there, and excuse me. They said, we're here for them items. The paperwork, the registry says you own them. Well, says the Prince Edward Island potato farmer, he says, well, if you find them, let me know, because I could use the dough. You know, Trudeau not caring about monetary policy and the carbon tax and printing money and inflation and stuff. I really could use the money for, next year's planting and harvesting, or, well, it would be this year's planting and harvesting. So if you can find them, that'd be good. Carve me a check, Well, we don't need a warrant. We have guns, or dogs can sniff them things out. Well, like I say, have at her. I could really use the dough. What are you telling me? You don't know where they are? No, I don't. Getting a little older now, and I learned recently the hard way I shouldn't drink a 40-pounder of that Newfie Screech. I should leave it to 26, because, well, it was a while back there, about the 12th pull off of the 40-pounder of the Screech jug there. It seems a good notion to take them items you want there out for some fresh air and sunshine. I took them fishing with me. Fishing. Well, it seemed like a good idea around the 12th pull off the jug. Around the 20th pull there, things were getting blurry. And the long short of it is, I don't buy 40s no more, because, like I say, getting old, got to stick to the 26ers. And, well, the next morning, the boat was overturned down the river there. And, well, I've been fishing with a hand line since, because I can't afford to replace the fishing gear. So if I don't know. Well, the only thing I know is I shouldn't drink 40s no more. You want me to cook you up some potatoes? I can make potato pancake, potato bread, potato pie. I can fry them. I can boil them. That's all I can afford to eat is my own potatoes with Trudeau's policies and everything. But I got lots of them. I'll fry you up some if you want. Well, I know more recipes for potato than what an Irishman does. The troops, the dogs and Well, it says here in our records, because we get records every time you've breathed for the last 7 years, You bought some PZV pipe. Yeah, I was gonna lay in some drainage for the chicken run there, but oh, that Newfie screech again. I left it in the back of the truck out on the yard there. I get up the next morning and it had grown legs. Let me know if you find that. I just dug a drainage ditch because I could barely afford the pipe in the first place and I couldn't afford to replace it. Fry up some potatoes, boys. The long short of it is, in this fictional story, when Marco and his third-party outside sources left the island, they'd found about 3 of them items they were looking for out of the 6,000 some odd. So Marco had to go back to the drawing board because apparently the pilot project in Prince Edward Island wasn't terribly fruitful. But the men in green got paid and, well, it went on to your tax bill.